Hi there, it's Erin from EB Mixed Media. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my collage journal. I have been making collages for quite a while. It seems to be, I've gone through a bit of a rut. It started kind of in January, and it was just sort of, I just wasn't really interested in doing a lot. I didn't want to haul out a lot of paint. I haven't been working in my art journals that much, but I did start collaging and I filled up a couple of journals. And then when I was going to buy a new journal, I was at Michael's, which is a craft store in the United States, and I found these pieces of cardstock that were pre-cut, and they are 6x6 in size. They are not a very thick paper at all. It's just cardstock. And I thought, this is great. I'm gonna do this instead, because I also had all of these rings that I bought for another project at home that I haven't been using. So I thought I can use these. I can work, it'll be a lot easier to work on a flat surface, and then I can just put them on a ring and that'll function as a journal. So I have done 40 of these. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me. I usually post a reel of each one, very sped up, but still. So I thought I'd just do a quick flip through, and this was the last one I did. I have a video on YouTube that shows how to make these little encouragement cards. They're just a painted shape with watercolor and then adding a little floral. And the video includes, I believe, how to make the florals as well. This includes a nice bright pop of color there. This is an artist trading card that I made. I do have a video up on my channel on how I made the background on this. I made other things besides the trading card, but that was one, and I thought it really fit on this page and looked really pretty. I love like the delicate pink against kind of the grungy black. This is one of my stamps. It's the Bachelor button from my Fabulous Floral stamp collection. This is a security envelope, and this is just some scrapbook paper. Again, a circle made with watercolor, just a basic shape. This is another floral from my Fabulous Florals collection. It's the Daylily. And this is a sentiment from Tim Holtz, and it kind of looks like those cool punch things, which I do have. I have one of my dad's. I love the Harvest Gold color. We had a refrigerator this color, I think, too, or a stove. Anyway, I need to get some more of the tape if I can find it, but I think that's what that's supposed to simulate. This is a collage cluster I made in Ricky Tikki Tavi's fodder school class, and I found a place for it here. Towards the end of this, I started looking. I have baskets of little things that I've made that I'm not using. They're just sitting there, so I was kind of trying to find homes for them. And I think what's kind of nice about this one is by adding the piece of paper over the top of the cluster, you sort of embed it into the piece rather than lie it on top of the piece. Again, this is one of those backgrounds that I made. There's a video on YouTube on how I made that. And this is one of my stamps, the Rustic Daisy stamp. This has a piece of drywall tape. This is another one of those collage clusters. This was a produce bag, purple produce bag. Another, security envelope. Here's that cool ribbon again. Tea bag here. This is one of my florals in my Fabulous Florals class on Teachable. Show how to make those. I call them paper punch posies. This is the coneflower stamp from my stamp collection, this is one of the background stamps in the collection, and then I embossed some raindrops, and that stamp is also in the Fabulous Floral stamp collection. There's the Rustic Daisy again. This chain stamp is in those stamps too. This background I made in fodder school as well, just recently with Allison. So here I've used a map. Some of these papers came from Trading Paper Pals, watercolor, eucalyptus. Here's another collage cluster. This piece here, all of it except the words, including the thread, was a collage cluster I had made. And then this little floral was made with stamps. So this is just a background stamp of little circles, and I just tied them all together as branches to make a little bush or floral. Here's another collage cluster. It's this piece here. This is a sticker that comes sometimes on envelopes. It's some kind of a barcode, and I pulled that off and saved it. Whenever I see those, I pull them. This is one of the encouragement cards I made, and then this background here and this here are part of a collage cluster that I sort of deconstructed to put onto this page. This paper I've had forever. It was fun to make. This is the other background from one of the fodder school classes. This is the daylily from my stamp collection. And then this, I mentioned this in my Instagram post. This was a ticket to a railroad museum in Monticello, Illinois. And I was very, very pregnant with my second child. And we took my first child, who was about 3, and my dad, Papa, to visit the trains. And my dad was a big train aficionado. He had a huge train set. And I just have really fond memories of that. We wanted to treat my little 3-year-old to something fun and special before the baby came, and it was just such a great day. So that's what that ticket, that's 20 years old. This background was a piece of paper that I rubbed my brayer off and as I was doing my gel printing. So that's kind of a key. It's got some texture to it. There's a big chunk of paint on it there. These are almost all papers that I received in Trading Paper Pals. This is from my stamp collection. That's the bachelor button. This is a piece of scrapbook paper, and it had these little florals on it, and I just outlined them all in gold and then used my paint pen to put a yellow center, and it just took a basic scrapbook paper and kind of elevated it. This is the poppy stamp in my collection. And I've stamped it on some tissue paper in the background here as well. Again, the rustic daisy here. I was doing some gel printing with metallics. Love how that looks. Piece of drywall tape. And back here you've got paper that is from a player piano. Here's another cluster from Ricky Tikki Tavi's class. A negative. I bet a lot of you have those lying around. More drywall tape. Piece of fabric. These are, I think everything on here is something I got in a paper trade or Happy Mail. I really like this one. That's the coneflower in my stamp collection. Here's another trading card. I have a video on how I made these. And I think it looks really cute there. I made these circles with the cap of something, toothpaste or something probably larger than that. I like this one a lot too. This was just a plain piece of green paper, and I just added the gold spots on it to give it some jazzmatazz. Another ticket back there. More metallics. This is pretty. I don't know if you can see the shimmer from the gold. And this was on an envelope and some Happy Mail from Julia Farrell. Love that. This is the Summer Bloom from my Fabulous Florals collection. And I used Neocolors to stamp that. Neocolor 2s. They're water-soluble crayons. I love this one with the neutrals. And I have a bread tag here. Here's a gold piece of drywall tape that was painted gold. I have a video on that. Love that one. This is a Tim Holtz, I think, thing I've had forever in my collection. Finally got to use it. This was a fun little card I made where I just put down washi tape and then I put watercolor on the page, and then you peel the washi tape off and you get a cool striped effect. Oh, and this one cracked me up because it's like you can do anything, fertilizer for corn, but not everything. And I didn't realize that until after I posted it on Instagram, and it cracked me up. Here's some more gold, metallics on that. This is metallic paint on the drywall tape. I really love how that looks, and it picks up this copper paper over here. Here's more metallics. Can you see that shimmer? Yeah. This piece of paper I made using the stem stamp in my floral collection. I just stamped it over and over again, and you get a really cool striping effect. These are unusual colors for me, but I really like how it turned out. This is one of the leaves, a couple of the leaves in my stamp collection that I just drew a stem and stamped some leaves to get that botanical. Here's the poppy again. That's a real bright one, and you wouldn't think to put the purples and reds and pinks together, but it looks nice. It's kind of a coral, really, and purple. Love with all your heart. This one was probably my least favorite. It just didn't work for me. I don't know. This was a piece of palette paper. This is a security envelope. It doesn't work for me. I've had that botanical in my collection for a long time. This is kind of interesting. I think it works. It's just a little different. Some fabric here. And I love this. The days are long, but the years are short. It's so true. And this is another one of those cards I made where I used the washi tape to tape off and then painted and then peeled the washi tape off. And that's it. So that's 40 collages there. I'm probably going to keep making more. I just really love doing them. They can be super quick sometimes. You don't have to pull out a lot of supplies. As long as you have a good supply of papers in your stash, they're kind of easy to pull together. So I hope you enjoyed that and it gave you some inspiration. I know several of you have said you'd like to see more collage videos and how I actually put them together. I do have a couple of those online. But if you think that's something that would interest you, please let me know in the comments and I can start posting more of those. They wouldn't have to be super long, but they might be helpful to you. I guess that's it. I will be back again soon with another video. In the meantime, you can find me on Instagram. I'm at EB Mixed Media, EB_Mixed Media. Thanks a million, guys. Bye.